Hey folks, happy Friday. We're going to get right to it. I purchased the Mars Volkssturm Defenders set number one, and I was sort of basing that uh, future purchases on how this set was going to be. I wanted to see how this set was, how it stacked up before ordering another set. So I really liked them. I wound up priming these guys. I haven't gotten around to painting anything yet, but I just sort of have them set up here on the layout. Now, before we get into set number two, which I did receive, I'll give you a quick progress report and haul post on some things. So I have this Britain's Kubelwagen that I've restored. It was a junker I got on eBay, and I am gonna finish it off. The missing top here, the fold down top, I'm gonna throw a bunch of luggage and maybe some crates. I'd love to see if there's like a crate of Nazi gold or something like that I can put up there. I'm gonna make this like a commander's car who's bailing out of town because the town is imminently going to be taken over by the Allies. So he's trying to grab his loot and escape. So the Britain's toy originally comes with, this particular toy, it's sort of base green, and then they have these fenders done in a dark forest green, like an emerald green, which for me as a military collector doesn't make any sense. So I stripped it down and just repainted it Panzer gray. So they also have that German cross marking that they have on heavy armored vehicles on this Kubelwagen. I know we all want to think that that's what they did with the command cars because we've seen it in movies and stuff like that, but they really didn't do that. Now, to say they never did that, you never say never when it comes to the Second World War. But generally, they put a stencil on the doors with a bunch of data, and that data is, let me see if I can get it in focus here, is important for the rail crew who would be loading this vehicle up on a flat car if it ever had to be transported. It had all the vital information, such as the weight and dimensions of the wheelbase and stuff like that. So the rail guys can just quickly reference this. And this would be on all the sort of soft skin vehicles. Other styles of command cars would have this, and trucks and things like that. So there's a company called Peddinghaus, Peddinghaus, and they make a lot of decals. So I bought their 1/35th scale decal set for Schwimmwagons. I couldn't find a Kubelwagen set, so I figured Schwimmwagen is close enough. So I put the data plates on this Kubel, and 75% done. I have a couple other things. I'm going to put SS license plates on there, and then once all the decals are done, I have to seal them down with some matte clear coat. I'll probably just clear coat the whole vehicle. So I opted to make this an SS vehicle here. This is, let's see, once again, I'm having trouble focusing. This is a Hohenstaufen insignia. Hohenstaufen is the 9th SS, and I guess they're most famously known to American World War II enthusiasts. They were the SS division in A Bridge Too Far that was not supposed to be there. And Wilhelm Bittrich was their commander in that battle. When I used to do World War II reenacting, I belonged to a group called the 9th Reenactment Society, and we reenacted the U.S. 9th Armored Division and the 9th SS Armored Division. So that's a little homage to my reenacting days. And on the back here, I got some decals that say this basically in German means stay back 100 meters when you're in a convoy. And that little symbol here, if you can make that out, that's a half track. So that means this vehicle would belong to a half track regiment. The Peddinghaus decals, when you put that white rectangle there, that's a license plate. When you put when you're making a license plate with them, they have the letters separately. So you can make Wehrmacht or Army, and in my case, I'm going to do SS. So you have to put the white plate down first. So that's progress on that Kubelwagen, and I thought it would go well in this little combat vignette here on my European layout. So these are indeed the Mars Series I Volkssturm Defenders. Some other things I got in the interim were I got from Scavenger Collectibles a Sherman, well, a American Tank Commander. So Scavenger has these on eBay. They're 3D printed, and I think they're pretty nice. To me, this looks like he's doing resin printing, not deposition printing, where you have all those lines and striations. So I like resin printing a lot better. It's cleaner, and virtually no sanding needs to be done, and the resolution is really great. When you have those lines built up, that's a pet peeve of mine. So hopefully one day everybody embraces resin printing, or they just do better resolution with the deposition printing. So anyhow, I'm pretty happy with him. Here he is standing next to some of the Mars figures, and I think he scales pretty well with them. The only critique I have, which could be even remotely negative, is it has a very slightly sticky feel to it. Now, I'm not sure if that's because of the resin bath or the cleanup process, or if it needs further cleanup, but it's the slightest stickiness. I don't know if that's going to foul the paint or anything, and we will find out as we move forward. So I had modified this BMC Sherman tank. I surgically cut open the hatch here and folded it up and super glued it in place. And unfortunately, I had it looking really good. Unfortunately, there's a lot of structure that I didn't realize within the turret, because I did all this while the tank was assembled. And I had to Dremel out the structure in order to get the commander to be able to fit in there. And I wasn't paying attention, and I brought the collar of the Dremel tool down a little too close, and it spun, and it messed up my cut, which was nearly perfect. But alas, I'll have to repair that. So this is sort of in progress. I wound up taking the top. I had to disassemble the tank, take the top off, and then Dremel out the structure from the inside, just so War Daddy here can sit properly in the tank commander's cupola. So I'll do some further work to clean this up. I'll putty this hatch up so it doesn't look all rough plastic. But that's how he sits now that I've Dremeled out the all the obstacles in the tank there. So anyhow, in this little scene, the Shermans are coming into town, kind of like in one of the scenes in the movie Fury, and that's why I'm calling this guy War Daddy. And I have the other, the Airfix Sherman that I've shown you guys recently in the background. And I want to give a shout out to Paul Knapp. A lot of thanks to him because of his videos with Scavenger Collectibles and Sherman tanks recently is what inspired me to track down this tank commander and get these Shermans moving along in a more complete fashion. So enough distraction here. Let's talk about the Mars Series II Volkssturm Defenders. So first off, I'm so happy with these. I'm sorry. I kind of jumped over Scavenger Collectibles. They're so nice. They included another figure for free. Maybe it's just guys who purchased the first time and he's building up his fan base, or maybe it's just a constant policy. But I think that was a really super nice gesture. So he includes a dead German here in my in my order of German tank commander. So Scavenger Collectibles, you have won me over, and the quality of your stuff is great. So I hope to be purchasing more in the future. So back to the topic, Mars Volkssturm Defenders Series II. I liked the first set a lot and inspired me to buy the second set. Right off the bat, the first thing I like about it is they come in a box. The artwork is great. It kind of reminds me of old Tamiya models or the works of Ron Volkssturm and some of his military uniform illustration books. But I like the fact that they come in a box. Will I keep the box? I don't think so. I just need to keep space. So there's 15 figures in this set and 8 poses. And I opened them up and I've got them all laid out here so you can see who is doubled and who is singled. So now, right off the bat, I'm surprised at the scale inconsistency. So the first set to me seemed true 132 scale. This set seems to have some 1/30th scale guys. This guy is a sort of a commander type of figure, and he's big. He's much bigger than the Mars Series II commander. So look at these two guys. They're let's have them facing off against each other. So you got a giant and a guy with growth. His growth has been stunted compared to each other. So that's kind of a bummer. Now I don't mind having 1/30th scale figures. I have quite a few metal ones now, and I don't mind it. But that just means now I like to keep my figure sizing consistent. And now we already have some inconsistencies between the two sets. So let's see here. Can I get a little more light going on this ring light? No, that's maxed out. Okay, so you've got the commander with what appears to be, almost looks like a British Sten gun. Not quite sure what that is. You've got a sort of, well, who knows what sort of branch of service. At the end of the war, and I did some research on the Volkssturm since my last video, you were, if you were called up for the Volkssturm, you were to provide your own uniforms. And that's why a lot of them have like World War I equipment, because these were old men. They'd served their time, or they were not physically fit for military service. So now they're getting called up for last-ditch defense. So you've got a real haphazard set of uniforms and mess kit and general kit all together, and weapons. So whatever weapons they can get, they would get. So who knows? They had a lot of paramilitary and political organizations, and that's what this guy looks like he belongs to. And now we're getting into something closer to 1/32nd scale. So this guy looks like he's got an MP-28, and he's heaving a grenade. And he also looks like he's got the odd helmet with the strange ear cutout that they had for a little while. I think that's a late World War I helmet. Panzerfaust firing guy. Some of these guys could be railroad employees or whatnot. This guy's equipped with an MP-40 and a various mishmash of field gear. Now we're getting, they're small. So I don't know, is this supposed to be a youth, or is this a, more like a 1/35th kind of guy? His face, I don't know, he kind of looks adult-like to me. So I'm, if you compare these two guys sculpt-wise, they're way off from each other. So this is a bit of a surprise and somewhat of a bummer, I guess. So then there's this running female figure. She's also very small compared to the others. She's got a first aid kit and a pistol. And I hate to tell her, but if you're a medic and you have a gun and you're running through the battlefield, it's open season on you. There's no sympathy if you got a gun. This guy in a kneeling firing pose, and he's got, not sure if that's a fireman's helmet or whatnot. It's basically a German infantry style helmet. It's got this strange sort of a crest on it. I do think that was fireman. And then there's only one of this guy, and he is armed with the World War I MG08/15 naval model machine gun with the drum and cast iron bipod. Big, heavy, water-cooled machine gun. So, yeah, let's see. Let's take this guy and we'll compare him. We'll put him down here with the other guys. You know, it'll be a good comparison. We'll put him with the Series II guy with the Lewis gun. So, yeah, there's no scale consistency. So now, how does Mr. MG08 compare with his commander from the same set? So they look correct together, but now if you put Series II commander, they're small. So anyhow, that's I like them still, and they're a unique subject matter, and I still recommend them. But now you have to beware. Series 2, in my opinion, is more appropriate for 1/32 scale. Series 1, you're going to have a mix of figures in sizes. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let me pull back on that. Series 2, you're going to have a mix of sizes. Series 1 is 1/32 scale. My apologies. I would edit that out, but I don't really edit these things yet. So, yeah, second series of Volkssturm, varying scales. First series of Volkssturm, 1/32. So hopefully you like them and they're still of use to you. And this video is of some help. And that's it for now. So the battle's going to rage on, and Brad Pitt is going to call his agent and see if somehow his character can be resurrected for the sequel to Fury. And maybe we'll see what happens when Brad Pitt enters the Korean War. Okay, folks, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.